nation, Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Aztecs offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Now the pitch. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The option look. The pitch. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stopped. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now rolling to the left. Heaves it on the run. Makes a connection. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The give to the tailback. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Aztecs want to move quickly. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Diego State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, mostly... a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes his connection. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. And the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Finds his man. It's high. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Snagged in the middle. It's long. And he's running in the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The offense set for a first down play. To the air. It's Garrett. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's a live ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. Working that left side now. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Give to the running back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Wood took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Goes to the option. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Motion from the offense. Here comes the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So
he lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
On the move is the 30. Can anyone catch him? He's piled up 82 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Quarterback checking the play. The play action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being...
He's off to the races. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aztecs! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Up by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking to throw, it's Garrett. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's back to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to... When you start to pull guys, understanding, I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Getting some heat. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving them, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Grabbed behind the line. It's high. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker, the running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making the play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Back to pass, it's Garrett. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Going up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. That incompletion leads to second down and 10.
42, Spider. 4-2.
He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's go.
Looking to pass on second down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And it makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down. The Aztecs are in the hurry-up. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going for it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we are just about ready to go in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Past the 30. The 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100-touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch. He's still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense has a second down play. To the air, it's Garrett. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Now on the option. Across the 35. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Aztecs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Number 7.
This quarterback is such a weapon on these design QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and bam, he did it right there.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed, his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Hand off to the fullback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
They'll go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are
touchdown Sooners! And once he got loose, it was all over. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Garrett. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down, able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He finds his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, you're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Now on first down from the 30. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Discards a man. Across the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great.
Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Back to throw, it's Garrett. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, wants to throw it. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch at the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Calls his own number. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs! And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Now on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Coming after it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
On second down, just keeps firing. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
An offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to the ground with the running back. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Snatches it on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Looking downfield, it's Garrett. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
From the gun. Steps away. Trying to get the two. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The offense lining up for a first down play. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. Unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.